Mark Zimmerman. For new folks that don't know me, I'm the president and COO of Renters Warehouse. A lot of times we talk about stuff outside of Renters Warehouse, but today, I hate to say this, I'm going to apologize ahead of time, but it is time to do it again. We haven't done it in probably 6 or 7 months. We're going to do all about what makes us great. I'm only going to spend 45 minutes going through the details of Renters Warehouse, so no, I'm just kidding. Not going to do that to you. Instead, let's just talk about a few of the cool Renters Warehouse programs that you guys might be interested in. Now that you're a little more amicable to hear me talk because you thought I was going to drone on for 45 minutes about us leasing and managing properties, right? Anyway. I'm going to drone on for about maybe 4 minutes instead, so that's a lot less painful. Exactly. I think that's a good thing. So anyway, let's talk about a few of the programs that you guys may not be aware of that we try and push that we think that make us very different, and I think it's just good information. So, first of all, we used to be the only company in Houston, the only property management company that would guarantee every tenant that they place, right? A few of our competitors have since copied us. They say plagiarism is the finest form of flattery, right? But what does all this mean right here? How many people have actually had a real estate agent find a tenant for their rental property? Has anybody done that in here? There's one, a few of y'all. Okay, great. So one thing that y'all may not know is that, you know, Rich and I being landlords forever, most real estate agents will find you a resident, a tenant for your rental property, and magically the first one that they find is always the best one, right? Isn't that funny how that works? I mean, don't worry about that eviction. There's a story behind it. Yep. Always the first person they find is the best one, and why is that? Well, real estate agents, you make full commission, and it's a commission-only plan, and you're just working your pay plan, as Jason says, right? The downside of that is maybe the first person to apply was not the best person to put in your property, right? Maybe there should be some more additional screening going on. So what Rich and I did when we started Renters Warehouse 10 years ago was we put in place this tenant warranty. And all that means is, if we put a tenant into your property and in 4 months they quit paying the rent, or in 5 months they move out, we're actually gonna go and find you another tenant and not charge you another leasing commission to do that. And that falls into where it says, but my agent seems sad. What I mean by that is, in most scenarios, if a typical agent finds you a tenant and they don't work out in 4 months, and you call that agent and you say, that tenant moved out in the middle of the night, I need you to find me another one, they're going to seem sad, right? Because, you know, they're empathetic about you losing your tenant, but they're going to charge you another leasing fee. So they're not really sad. They're probably on the phone going like this, right? So our agents are actually physically and emotionally invested with you because they're going to have to work for free to find you another resident for your rental property. So that's why we do the tenant guarantee. We think it puts a better tenant in the property because we're holding ourselves and our agents accountable for that person that goes in. Now, that doesn't mean that things aren't still going to work out, but we will work for free, which if a typical leasing fee is equal to 1 month's rent and you've got a $2,000 property, we're talking about $2,000 that you just saved on that tenant guarantee. So that's one of the cool things that we've always done since day one, and I wanted to just talk about that because I think it's one of the differentiators that we have. So we have another one that's kind of new. What are we, a couple of years into this one? A lot of new landlords, new investors that become landlords, they're worried about how am I going to make my mortgage payment if the tenant moves out and the property's vacant for a month or two, right? And that's a valid concern. How are you going to make your mortgage payment, right? So what we have is we have a rent default insurance that you can also get with our company, which is really cool. So you can get up to 2 months free, right, of rent on the tenants that we place. So bad case scenario, the tenant moves out and the property stays vacant for a couple months and the security deposit's been run through. We're going to basically give you up to 2 months of rent during that vacant time as we try and find you another tenant. So now you actually don't have to worry about paying your mortgage because we do have rent default insurance. And I don't know if there's any other property management companies that have that kind of program, but that's one of the things that we do. So that would be the second thing that I wanted to talk about real quickly. And the last thing I want to leave you with is kind of our big thing. Some of y'all have heard about this before. I know we're the only ones that do it, I think in Texas. And that is we got a 90-day test drive, right? A lot of people say, well, this seems too good to be true, right? I'm not so sure I want to go ahead and give you guys a try. But with our free 90-day test drive, all this means is, let us manage your property. That's what I'm asking you to do. Let us take a chance and let's manage your rental property. And if we suck horribly, fire us in the first 90 days and we'll give you all your management fees back. So it makes it very a low risk opportunity, right, to give us a chance to try and manage your rental property for you. And I don't know of anyone else that does that, and I'm pretty proud about that because that means that we're actually walking the walk. I'm not saying that we're perfect, we do make mistakes, but I think we do a good job of keeping people happy and doing what we have to do to make it a win for you to be a landlord. So think about this, right? So what we charge, our flat fee, property management fee that we charge every month, it's a flat fee, it's not 10% of the rent, that's another sucker trap that we'll talk about another time. Our flat fee property management works out to be about $5 a day, $4.97 a day. So, think about it, is it worth one Starbucks coffee to not have to take that call at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night because pipes never ever break at Thursday at 2 p.m., right? I think it is. So really, hopefully I've given you maybe some motivation if you do have rental property that you're managing yourself to give us a shot with our different guarantee programs, with our low-cost property management fee. We'd love for you to just step up and let us show you how we can help you. So how do we make this thing happen? Basically, we've got lots of ways to get a hold of us for those new folks in the room, right? Yep. You can find somebody in a pink shirt, right? That's pretty easy. You can stop by our vendor table outside. You can email us at houston@renterswarehouse.com. You can go to our website. You can call us. You can use a carrier pigeon if they know how to get over to Magnolia Parkway. But we'll absolutely want to help you out. So let's do this. Let's make this happen. So thank you very much for the time. I hope that was informative about our company. We are very happy that you're here.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe below.